To further demonstrate the use of RCSLANT, I'm going to make a pyramid of sorts in the middle of this orb. So Alt-E, and I'm going to do Alt-S and save this as ZSAMP028. Let's go over to Domain and click Add. Remember, with R boxes or slants, you have to have the texture that you want on the floor, meaning where you stand, on the ceiling. Let's make this an R box. We'll go over to Walls, put on the grid, and make sure this points to domain 1. We can use wall as the texture, no problem with that. And let's put it in the middle. There we have a simple box. Let's take a look. Whoa, that's a bit too tall. Forgot to set this down to something semi-reasonable. We'll do 256. There we go. There's a pyramid. I'm not happy with the height, so I'm going to do 312. Okay. $512. That's it. That's what we want right there. Now, let's start on one of the sides of our pyramid. Let's click Add. This is going to be RCSLANT. I'm going to make the ceiling height of this domain 0. Let's go to Walls. Add a wall here. Have that point to 2. And that's pointing to 2. 2. 2. Then I grab this wall and I am about to move it in, but before I move it in, I need to take this point and set it to 512. Remember, the height of this ceiling is normally 0, so if I enter 512 here, 512 plus 0 is 512. There we have that side of the pyramid. Let's go back to Domains, click Add, go over to Walls, add another wall here. Let's point to 3. And go over to Points. And now while I'm in Points, I'm just going to yank these around this way so that I can get them in. Go back to Domains, add another RCSLANT, change this to 4, yank these. I wait till they're highlighted light blue, hold down with the right mouse button, and then that locks it so I can move it around. Go back to Domains, click Add again, make another wall, make sure this is 5. Okay, 512, 512, light blue, right mouse down, drag, 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 drag. Let's go back to domains. They're all nice and separable. Alt S, Alt load, and toggle E. And here we have our pyramid. Nice. And this was made with RCSLANT. So I'm going to turn on fly mode, fly on with the F11. And here we have a pyramid. It's a little hard to see at the moment. Let's take domain 0 and set its floor light down to -10. And fly on. Okay, -10 was a little dark, but it lets us get an idea of the shape of the pyramid. And this we created using the RCSLANT, and all we had to do is do a little extra fancy editing on the point panel. Okay, so this is one application of the RCSLANT.